Hello, everyone. My message today is you got to fight. You have to fight for your you have to fight for your peace. You have to fight for your deliverance. You have to fight for your freedom. That's my word. Wilt thou be whole? Wilt thou be made whole? That's what the Lord asked. And when he asked me that, I answered yes. And even though I was going through a very hard time, I had experienced a tragedy in my life that it sucked the life out of me, sucked me dry. The most excruciating pain that I could ever feel, or that I have ever felt, happened to me just about 2 years ago. And a dark depression overtook me. And I went through a bout where I would wake up in the morning and I would lie there in bed and I would say, Lord, why did you even wake me up? Because I knew what that day would bring, the thoughts, the tears, the pain. I knew that it would bring, my day would bring that, because I was going through the loss of a dear, dear loved one. And so I knew I was getting sick. My doctors wanted to medicate me, and I said, for what? For grief? That's a part of life. Grief is a part of life. But I knew that I was getting sick. I knew that the quality of life that I was living was not what God wanted. It's not what He would want for me. So one day the Lord just asked me, wilt thou be made whole? Do you want to be free? And I cried and I said, God, yes, I do. I don't want to live like this. God, I don't want to live in this depression. And so I knew that if I was to be free, to be broken free, I had to fight for it. And so it took a while, because guess what? The enemy didn't want me free. He don't want to let you go. He wants you down. He wants you depressed. He does not want you to achieve the goals and the destiny that God has brought you here to earth for. So I had to fight for it. And so how did I fight for it? Through lots of fasting, lots of prayer. I was in church every time I could be. I was at Bible study. I went to like groups. I was in a group called Breaking Free. Breaking Free is a study done in my church. It's eight weeks, and it's breaking free from generational curses and just things that have had a hold to you or hold of you. It's called Breaking Free. I did Breaking Free. I did whatever I could, because I knew that I couldn't live like that. I couldn't live in that depression. So with all that being said, my message to you today is that you have to fight. If you are going through anything that is holding you down, just know the enemy doesn't want to let you free. He doesn't want to let go of you. He wants you to be down. And he certainly doesn't want you to walk in your purpose. But how can you walk in your purpose, fully walk in your purpose, if you are in depression or dealing with certain generational curses and Those were some of the things that I was dealing with, and I knew that I needed to be broken free. I'm so grateful because so many people ask me today, how did you do it? You're so strong. They say you're so strong. They just don't know that I would go to work and it would be a smile on my face, but in the inside, I was broken into pieces. And I would have to go to the restroom at times just to cry and then clean myself up and then come back out, because the pain that I was going through, I can't describe it. And so they say you're so strong, you this, you that, they don't know that it was prayer, worship. There was times I would just turn on music and I would just worship because I just didn't have any words to say. So I would just cry and worship God and just praise Him and just worship Him. But God was mending those broken pieces back together again. And so I pray that for all of you that see this, that you fight for your healing, fight for your deliverance, fight for your freedom. Wilt thou be made whole? Do you want to be free? Know that you're going to have to fight for it. It's not going to come easy, and it doesn't come quick. My tragedy happened back in 2016. This is now 2018. It takes time, but you have to be patient, and you got to know that when God puts you back together, He puts you back together right. Wilt thou be made whole? God bless you.